Hey everyone, it's time for another week in DSP, this time for the week of September 24th, 2018, which took place on the main thread in the Kiwi Farms around page 3520. I hinted at this last week. This is the breakup saga of DSP and King Tut. Also this week we had the 10-year legacy, whatever you want to call it. But the main news is the breakup of this whale that only lasted about a month in the DSP sphere. So let's see what led to King Tut leaving. This was a post from Surly Muppet, which has the screen caps of the Twitch chat at the time, because obviously King Tut would not get his voice out on Phil's stream. And we have LTG community is more amenable and welcoming at Jake Likes Cats. I am simply trying to separate myself from this kind of behavior. I honestly have too much to lose. Uh-oh, Phil, your fans are driving Tut away. You better come down on them hard before the white whale gets away. Is Tut actually advising the trolls now to drive a wedge between Phil and his fans? The funny thing, it's not Phil, it's actually this community. Oh no, never mind, he's still an idiot. Chat is currently debating if life would be better with Tut as a mod. So begins Captain Pigroach Whale Wars. Thanos Swaggins at Tut. This community has shown nothing but respect to you, dog. RSPEK. Dog. Why so serious? This is the whitest guy I know. Holy shit. At Thanos Swaggins. You are the most condescending and irreverent towards me in this chat. There's also a follow-up to this where Swaggins says back, is like, that is factually not true. You don't get to decide whether you've been condescending to someone or not. It's how he feels that you've acted to him. It's not a fact, it's a feeling. It's King Tut's opinion. You can't just say his opinion is wrong. Fuck you, Swaggins. Update. Phil can't be here to micromanage the stream at every moment. He trusts his mods. If someone has an issue, contact him. Phil has nothing to do with this. He can't. We're going in on Jake Likes Cats because he said Tut was complaining about Sedella. This is true, though he is a troll. But Jake Likes Cats is the problem for turning Sedella into a meme. He banned him. LOL, Tut broke the pig's mind. This is from Nothing I Can Do. You stupid detractors. At least there's one true DSP fan who understands me. Oh, wait, what? I wish I had a sound clip for the what? Like, who has it? I think that's a Soma Julius Cruz thing. To have the Phil head pop up with the annoying what. This confirms your lies. You went on a staycation at a hotel with Cat with Tut's money. When did the Comcast guy come? LOL, he didn't come at all. Normally I wouldn't, but I have to. Enjoy today's insanity. There are crazy people who actually believe this stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe we're a little crazy, but we also have pretty good evidence to point towards this. Especially when you say that your business class internet has a 24-hour guarantee and they show up a day and a half later. I believe you, Phil. Leaving the house and treating the girlfriend both seem very out of character for you. Which is a fucking amazing burn. We know that Phil has talked about his relationships being very hard to manage and how treating them nicely instead of them treating him is out of character. He would rather his girlfriend cook him dinner, bake him a cake, and show up in bed in some sexy lingerie while all he does is work day in and day out. So I should rate this too while we're at it. Now I included it in this week's video because it was posted at 3:30 in the morning, so technically after midnight. It's really hard when you have time zones and whatever, and I'm trying to be strict on what days I include and not include, but you know, so there is some overlap between the videos. This is from Warwick89. It seems like every video game Phil plays is a piece of shit. He talks a lot of shit about a lot of games he's played, especially about ones that have come out lately, or even betas lately. Blackout 4, Battlefield 5. Spider-Man, he talked a lot of shit about. I don't know if he actually enjoyed that one. He just finished Shadows of Tomb Raider yesterday, and he said it was a very easy, shitty game, even though he couldn't finish the side missions because he couldn't find the fucking ladder with chat hand-holding him. Don't worry, I'll get to that in the Sunday portion. And what was another game recently I can think of where he shit on? Oh, he shits on Fortnite, shits on PUBG, you know, H1Z1. It's never ending. Oh, Street Fighter 5 he talks about all the fucking time. So when does this guy actually enjoy video games? This is from PJ Souls-like. Phil got more emotional over Tut leaving than he did Leanna leaving. And I like to follow up to this too, right? And he defended Sedella harder than he defended Leanna when his fans attacked her from just Destro 1986. I'm not going to read through this. This is posted by Piece of Shet, which is from Jay Kramer's Twitter, and it's Jay Kramer talking to Swaggins about the King Tut situation, and basically getting Swaggins' insight on it. So not many people get Swaggins to actually respond to them without them getting banned and blocked by the balancer. Get that ass swagged, get that ass snapped, whatever he's going by now. But also there's a Mr. Huff Stuff video. This is an 18-minute video, so I'm not going to include it here. But this does give an interesting angle to it, because we only had Tut's angle, which was very short. He doesn't speak a whole lot. And then Swaggins, who appears to be very wordy. So something if you want to get a little bit more insight on the situation. This is a meme here, but I love it. I need to rate it. Punish Tut, number 1 pay pig, or punish Swaggins, number 2 pay pig. So why did he punish Tut and not Swaggins? Here's another good meme. I think I included a lot of memes in my link, because this is from One Day Son, because the last 2 videos were kind of short, but I probably didn't need to with how crazy this week's been. But this one is perfect as well. I think this is... No, this isn't a... Oh, this is a meme. Friendship ended with DSP. Now LTG is my best friend. To give a little bit of backstory here is LTG actually modded King Tut in his chat. So he did what Phil does and turned some of his biggest contributors into a mod, which we were supposed to be expecting from King Tut at any point. This is not King Tut. This is Phil revising history. Phil said in his stream he spoke with Tut and knows what happened. If that's the case, then why hasn't he done anything about Swaggins and Sedella? LOL. Edit revised history. Now it's all Jake's fault. This fucker. So you don't have to watch Phil's stream. This is a link. Oh, this is to Tevin's stream. It's unlisted because Tevin unlists his stream to avoid getting flagged. But you guys can go catch up on that there. This is from Actually, the guy who does the number crunching. But the big thing is, I pointed out here, thank you for your number crunching. I don't want to predict another subpocalypse and invoke some reverse karma that swoops in and saves Dave after Tut leaves. This month he was supposed to drop below 400, and now we've seen him surge to over 1,100 subs. At least something fucking happened. The last 2 weeks have been boring. It's really vital to have accurate information. These are the gifted subs by date. So here in a week from today, October the 8th, is when we're going to see 510 subs fall off. The other big date to look out for is the 7th, where we'll see almost 40 fall off. Then we have 40 and 70 again happening around the 16th and the 17th of the month. So, and this isn't even, there's still stuff. We still have another week of September to go. But it means King Tut is responsible for 35 to 40% of Phil's Twitch income exclusively this month. Phil gets really excited over a cheer war. With Tut apparently gone, the little pay piggies are clamoring for love again. So they're doing cheer wars to try to get Phil's favor once more. He also asked for instructions how to blacklist this Chun-Li player he keeps running into because he thinks that they're stream sniping. He alleges that she also had a bad connection, causing the game to skip 1 frame on her jump-ins that made them unblockable. 1 frame unblockable jump-ins? What the fuck? My theory is that she sits next to her adapter and plugs it for a second every time she goes in. Not that Davis shit. Never that. That's from Surly Muppet. And this was also to corroborate Surly Muppet here. He desperately wants to block the Chun-Li who keeps beating him every time so he never has to play them again. So it's not like he plays Street Fighter V to get better at the game. He just plays to fucking stomp on noobs. And when he's actually laddering, he's getting, destroyed by people who are actually better than him. I'm surprised that this Chun-Li hasn't kicked up the ladder a whole lot either. So maybe they both have hit where they're supposed to be on their rankings or whatever it's supposed to be. This is from Phoenix Rush 85. And that takes care of Monday. Tuesday, September 25th, takes place on page 3526. This is a summation of the Sedella and Jake stuff. Sedella is a racist whom Twitch, not Phil, banned. Sedella makes a sock account, which is against Twitch terms of service. Jake likes cats, figures this out, and proceeds to out him in the chat. Tut sees the truth for himself and is disgusted that Sedella the racist is allowed in the chat, calls the community immature. Swaggins chimes in by calling Tut immature. Tut leaves. Phil bans Jake for bringing to light that there is ban avoiding racists in the chat. Phil verbally assaults Jake in chat for 10 minutes. I don't touch the poo myself, but I imagine if someone were to report this to Twitch, I can't imagine they would be happy with a partner acting this way. That's from Slenderman, not to be confused with Slenderman. But Wing Zero says, you can rest assured knowing that, 1, at least a couple dozen people have already filled out detailed reports on Twitch, and 2, Twitch will ignore all of them because they'll be sandwiched between 1,000 meaningless reports. Which is unfortunate. You guys can't, flag a channel down on Twitch by just sending in a buttload of reports. It's not like YouTube, it's not like Twitter, where you can just report bomb someone into non-existence. What we need to do is send in meaningful reports of situations that actually happened and that matter. Things of Phil actually violating terms of service. If we want to even see just a fucking 24-hour ban from him. I've talked about this openly on my Discord. I'm not advocating for Phil to get a fucking permanent suspension. I want to see a fucking slap on the wrist, 24-hour suspension. Make him pay it out over a Saturday where he already has time off, but just knock him down half a fucking peg to show him that he still has rules that he has to follow. I just don't like the inconsistency of Twitch giving its partners plot armor. And I'm saying plot armor because that was my note for Dark Souls Phil's post. Jake is a dedicated troll since at least the beginning of the year. He has been banned twice total from what I've seen. He gets gifted subs for protection. He's a shit stirrer. 100% acting with him for 5 seconds tells you that. But Dave isn't going to ban a chat regular that others like. See, that's part 2 of his protection. Recognizable by the chat. So if banned for nothing, you have a lot of people cheering, where is Jake? TLDR, just enjoy Jake doing his thing. So that's an interesting thing. It's not just having a sub badge for protection from getting needlessly banned, being collateral damage when Phil gets in a banning mood, or any of his ban-happy mods just look at you sideways and think, nope, I don't think you belong here anymore. So you can't just sub to Phil or get a gifted sub and be like, oh, I'm free to troll to my heart's content. No, Phil's happy to take your money and permaban you. It's when Phil takes your money, tries to ban you, and the other 200 people who are actually talking in his chat, he doesn't have 200 people talking, it's probably 20 people, and 180 scared people that are afraid they're going to get banned by crossing some unwritten rule because his rules are not concise enough, which just allows him to ban to his heart's content. Anyways, long story short is the chat, having chat like you is the biggest source of protection, it seems. If you guys want to go talk in Phil's chat, that's fine, but that forces you to follow him, which can open you up to be gifted a sub from anyone at any time. This is some interesting doublethink from Phil's part, posted by Samovsky, who's not Russian. Jake isn't an outright troll, but he says and does things that definitely promotes drama in here, and it has to stop. Just because someone doesn't outright hate me doesn't mean they can't hurt all of us collectively with their actions. Did Jake actually do anything? He's taking all the dick at the moment. This will be a chill stream, though, a good place to just hang out. I think Infinite and Queenie are in a pissing contest of bans again. So he knows Jake is bad. But he's also trying to say he's not that bad, so I'm going to keep him around. I just want him to not do Vidar Viking sort of stuff. I don't know. And this is an interesting thing edited here. I wonder if Phil's mods do compare the number of bans that they make between the two of them. Oh, I banned 50 people tonight. Oh, I banned 55 people tonight. Guess it's me who has to gift a sub tonight. I don't know for sure, but I could see that happening because they fucking compete about who gives Phil the most money. I wouldn't be surprised that the mods compete over who can ban the most. First thing I see when I load up the stream from PJ Souls-like, at HardyBuck5, why the fuck do you care what happens? Stay in your lane, bro. Don't ask fucking questions. Just watch the stream and give your money. And say how good Phil is at the fucking game. Totally not the reason that people are jumping ship, though, guys. Swaggins insults people all the time. This is a true fact. I'm willing to bet that this person was permabanned by Swaggins. Dragoonism has, I think, moved towards the DSP sphere, I think, after LTG got permabanned. I'm not going to go through this thing, but to save you guys from looking at the pre-stream, he's got a lot of bullet points, but it saves you from having to listen to Phil, which I think is pretty good. Favorite energy drink is Kickstart. The pre-stream was an hour and 30 minutes long. Earlier this year, he claimed that the pre-stream ended when he was done doing his promotion about how to support him and that the shout-outs were part of the actual stream. Today, he said twice that he's going to end the pre-stream after being done with the shout-outs. When he giggles, it sounds like he hisses. I don't know what's going on about this. He won't answer HardyBuck's question. He really loves Dragon Quest XI. I mean, there's some really good points here. And you could probably go and corroborate it with the actual pre-stream uploaded. He goes to thank everyone who have donated to Patreon in August, but instead of getting a shout out, they get a PowerPoint presentation. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I could have thought that Patreon was supposed to be a shout out. I don't think it's a PowerPoint. I think this is a credit scroll. So this is very interesting that he did it this way. I've not watched his pre-streams where he's done that. This was from last week, but Kamatsubu posted this in the Linkara cow thread, where I guess Linkara got his channel blocked just like Phil did. Hello, sir. You notice when Phil's talking to other content creators he respects, he calls them sir. Happened to my account in June. For me, it was an associated Google Plus account that was identified as spam. I appealed on that account, not on the YouTube channel, and they approved it. Then I unlinked the Google Plus account and deleted it. No idea if that helps. Yep, no idea either. For those of you who don't know who Linkara is, there's a series that Mr. Medicare did called That Guy with the Glasses, and you can go check out Linkara. I'm watching Tevin's restream, just waiting for Dave to try to use this Telltale shit to make people feel sorry for him. He's going to find a way to relate it to himself somehow, and it'll be so ham-fisted. I saw a couple minutes of his second pre-stream and took these screen grabs knowing this topic would come up. The way Telltale ran seriously reminds me of the way Machinima ran still does run. They turn no profit at all, but instead just constantly rely on funding from outside sources and promising the world to them. I wonder why this guy can't fucking get a partner when he shits on his previous partners regularly. Oh, I didn't make a ridiculous fuck ton of money working for Machinima. No, not at all. They were actually very shitty with the way they ran their things. There's a lot more Tut and Jake stuff I'm not going to get into because it's not really news. It's really meme and speculation, and I really want to try to report either good memes that made me chuckle or good theories that I think are founded on good facts, not shit like, oh, Phil's in... Actually, I don't even know what unfounded theories have come up recently, so that was a terrible example. But really just going to try to focus more on the newsy stuff and just let memes act as filler. Wednesday takes place on page 3530, September 26, 2018. This is a big post from King Jad VCMP. Hey, you think Dave saw my sign again? This was from Scrub Fighter on Twitter. It says, DSP, get a job. This is pretty funny. I also think this guy might have needed to split this into two different things. It goes into the zooism arc that's been going on in the furry community. There's a Mr. Medicare video about this fucking nightmare scenario. It is not for the faint of heart. This has nothing to do with DSP at all. So it doesn't really belong here, but to fill you guys in, you guys might want to go check out the Caro of the Wolf bullshit. I think someone posted... oh, okay, yeah, I did include this. Here's another photo with DSP get a job in, I guess, easier to see. But this is from Boomer Phil, who, if you guys might have seen some of his posts, maybe in some of my older videos, he's actually a fucking sock account of Brian Dunn, the king of pole, aka the king of pause, aka the queen of pole, or the queen outlines. Got banned from the Kiwi farms and keeps fucking showing up because they really have nowhere else to go on the internet. So get that ass banned. Dragoonism with another pre-stream summary. So I have to. I think he normally posts in the LTG stuff. He has to be coming back here because of the fucking Phil stuff. There's some speculation about Phil raging about statues. I didn't put a link to it, but it happens around this point. Yeah, this was from Piece of Shit posting from Glenn TW status on Twitter. This got debunked pretty quickly. This was sent from a general contact form on glenntaylorwilliams.com, which looks to be like a WordPress kind of thing. So you can make it look like the contact form had this email, but there's no way to check if it's the actual email in the form. Anyways, long story short, someone trying to false flag DSP, which, hey, you fucking idiots. You don't need to do this shit because Phil will dig his own hole. Phil's Instagram. This is from Public Enemy number 1. Take me back. Oh, well. It's from Phil's Instagram. For you, the day that DSP changed your life and urged you to hold up a sign on SmackDown in the front row was the most important day of your life. For me, it was Tuesday. Nobody saw your Sean Ranklin sign, though. Sad face. Hang on. For you, it was a Tuesday. Enough for you to actually fucking make an Instagram post about it. He's too dense to realize that Instagram post is precisely the kind of reaction that shit poster wanted out of him. Mr. I'm fucking done with all the drama, dude. Proves yet again he can't stay away from it. And this meme just perfectly captures Phil with the sign. Did I already post this? I skipped that. Oh my god, I fucking sucked. Speculation about the statues. Apparently King Tut asked Phil to unban Jake Likes Cats. I'm just going to pick this out of all your work. Kudos, you've been killing with it lately. If all Jake does is cause drama, why doesn't he permaban him? According to both Jake and an unconfirmed set of messages, Tut told DSP to unban Jake. So there you go. King Tut might actually be a detractor, or he likes the detractor community more than Phil's community. Who knows? Or maybe he just likes Phil to be reminded of what a piece of shit he actually is. And this is Kiwi Farms news. This really isn't Phil-related news, but Soap Queen is stepping down as moderator of the Phil forum due to their own health declining. So press F to pay respects. They did a lot of the Patreon numbers and also a very good job of opening and closing threads that had nothing new being responded to it. So that way, you don't get shit necroed, which I noticed today that there were a couple of old threads that hadn't been posted in since June and July were suddenly at the top of the Phil forum. Also, they'd come in here and they had some cleanup threads where they'd be like, low effort posts, but had a wall of shame that they would go to. So Soap Queen 1, you did a fantastic job with the forums. Your presence was missed while you were gone taking care of yourself, and you will continue to be missed, I imagine. And that does it for Wednesday, guys. Thursday is the big 10-year anniversary stream. I think he made it go 10 hours long, so let's see what kind of shenanigans Phil got into. Thursday, September 27th, takes place on page 3532. This is the 10-year anniversary video marathon. And hey, Phil, being true to himself, does this the last minute as always. I'm surprised he didn't bring this up. Because guess what he's doing? He's running through the videos. He's pre-watching them to make sure that everything's okay. He doesn't want to avoid spoilers, though, of his own videos. That's from Kebab for you. The one time he doesn't need to do any prep, just pick videos, he fucks it up. By pre-watching it, now he's gonna know, oh, I should fake laugh here. I should skip this video because I say faggot here. I should skip this because I say nigger. Now he's going to let it go through. He's going to completely pre-watch it. There's going to be nothing shocking. His reactions are going to be canned and acted out. And if you guys are upset at me using those words, I'm only using them because Phil has used them in his past. Heh. And when he starts the video, look, he's hanging a fucking towel in the blinds. Look at that. Because the lighting is messed up. This is someone... Yeah. This is a whole lot of fucking bugged lighting mechanics. Remember last time he was banned from Twitch and he was talking about the light crystals in the air? Yeah, it's called fucking dust, Phil. So a lot of this is going to tie around on the anniversary stuff. This was Garash Tan, and this was Kebab for you. I don't think I gave credit so far yet. Americ Front. Obviously, watching videos of yourself berating people for sending you friend requests while laughing doesn't make you look like a giant asshole. But at least he points out it was the wrong thing to do before he lets out another fake side Phil laugh. So, have you really changed from being an asshole when you laugh at yourself being an asshole? Like, if you really changed, you wouldn't find that funny. That wouldn't be your humor anymore. But you laugh all the same. So maybe it still is considered part of your humor? I don't know. This is Worst Brat. See, guys, I was so fat back then. Back then. Old and new. Yeah. His cheeks are definitely puffed out more. And his chin is fuller. The goatee's trying to hide it. Oh, it's so bad. And then, remember his fucking line? Hey, guys, my hairline's been the same my whole YouTube career. He had this widow's peak going on, but now that's completely abandoned him. It's all gone. What's this? I think this new avatar is pretty fucking great. I hope when he uploads his stuff to YouTube again, the racist, sexist, homophobic language and the copyrighted music clips get him in trouble. It was his first sentence that made me rate this optimistic. I'm an asshole, I know, but this is a perfect demonstration of Phil's narcissism and self-aggrandizement. Most people would react to their own videos by cringing and making fun of themselves to demonstrate how much they have grown and matured over the years. Not Phil. He thinks his old material is genius. He is reacting with total agreement at the opinions he had at the time. How amazing is that? I watched part of Tevin's stream on this. Phil was going back and watching his Injustice 2 clips, and instead of being like, oh, if I went back and played Injustice 2, I totally know how to beat Deathstroke. Like, me getting beat up here, this was just me being a noob or a scrub or whatever. He could have made fun of that. He goes, no, I was totally in the right to be angry at this because this character is bullshit and the netcode is bullshit and there was lag and dropping combos, whamma, whamma, whamma. He agreed with himself. It was so hilarious to see him be totally the same person. Could you imagine, like, 10 years go by and not learn a single fucking thing from Nothing I Can Do Yet Again? I'm not a clown. I'm not a children's entertainer. Proceeds to autistically dance while watching his own autistic dance in the past on the stream. So he's doing the dance, and here he is doing the dance. Bonus footage, Phil Redemption reaction to getting chainsawed in the balls. And he's doing the O face. Totally not a clown. I came here to snort at you. I wonder what they put in the fucking glasses. Oh, well. Maybe we'll never know. I don't know if that's the original glasses from the clip or edited in there. One day, son, from a guy dicking around with his friends and posting it on YouTube to a man all alone watching his old videos and fake laughing. That deserves a feels. Heavy gin time tonight then. Some Ratko Falco. Yeah, because he made shit tons of money fucking around, playing games with his friends, having fun doing it, wanting to do projects with them, and then backstabbing them, claiming they backstabbed him, And now that's why he had to move across the country and live by himself. Like, he doesn't even play with Kat. He at least did some collaborative stuff with Leanna. Nothing. From One Day Son again, he's constantly fake laughing at everything he says in the videos, because if he doesn't, then he'll have to be bored with the video and admit that his videos aren't entertaining. So he has to fake laugh to be funny. DSP fan appreciation sessions turned into a clown. It's Pennywise the children's entertainer. John Snort Gacy. He's a variety rage quitter. I almost said wage quitter. That's Agent Smith, by the way. But yeah, this was cringy as fuck. He's laughing with his old content. It's the fake laugh. The kind of shit. Let's see. So he's just watching vids for his 10-year anniversary. He made such a big deal about this whole thing. 10 years of content, 10 years of memories, and he couldn't give a fuck. This doesn't deserve its own thread. It's just him being him, lazy and doing as little as possible for what would be a monumental milestone for most people. 10 years doing what you love. He hasn't loved this in at least 5. That's from Sunovsky again. And this is very true, very right on point. He could have, I don't know, made it chronological. That was one thing that he said he didn't do, is that these are taken out of any sort of content. It's just him reviewing things. I would have done maybe his first upload, his first Ask the King, his first weekend preview. You know, do the firsts of a lot of the video series he tried, the first review he ever did on KO Gaming. There's a lot he could have done here. He could have talked about any of his tournament things, the Project 7 stuff, anything. But no, it was just he grabbed 30 videos that happened to amount to 10 hours of time. I don't know how many he actually picked, but he made it mount up to 9-10 hours of time and just ran through it, pausing to give no context just to agree with himself. At one point, I think he did talk about how recording with the camcorder was incredibly difficult because of brightness and exposure settings, but he completely, there's no behind the scenes look to any of it. Nothing, no nostalgia from him. I mean, he did bring out a Project 7 shirt and his original mug, but let's see. Samovsky again. Let's go to the other guy. This video is fucking boring. Nice to see you prepared for this amazing night, Dave. Jesus, this is painful to watch. Yeah, he skipped videos that his fans sent in because the videos were boring. But they're videos of him. Probably unedited. But he has no fucking self-awareness to realize that it's not him, or to realize it's not the video, it's him that's boring. Just unbelievable. I'm trying to think of things synonymous with fun things. Stares into nothing until a tip comes in. Let's take a look at some blatant racism, something I don't do anymore. I thought he always tried to justify it as satire. People told me this was a funny video, but didn't tell me when the funny part happens. Just admitting he did fuck all preparation now. At least he's honest. So he didn't timestamp the videos when he previewed them. He just previewed them and said, this is good enough. This looks okay. There's no contractor information or shit in here. Phil's still monetizing his old friendships. It's like John and Howard said in their podcast addressing the drama and bullshit. Phil's still monetizing them years after the fact, said Bruno Mattei, replying to One Day Son's post, which is just a video post of Phil watching Howard and Rambo play whatever this underwater adventure game is. He's trying so hard to hide it. He's got this like cringe smile on the whole time. Thanks everyone for a great 10-year retrospective stream. Just got off after 10 hours of looking back at the past. Does he do an hour for every year? And it was a blast. So much so that it's been requested to do another one, which I may do in the future. Now upping vids to DSP Gaming. This was posted by Kebab for You. The must have gone well enough considering the tweet. I'm glad I missed the marathon. Judging from the comments here, it was a snooze fest. He's uploading himself, watching himself in older videos, which are already uploaded to YouTube. So it's basically a double upload at this point. Wait, he was watching himself for 10 hours? Fucking hell, I was done after an hour and a half. Who's asking for that again, says Samovsky. If you get a little further down... okay, I don't know where the post is exactly, but the theory is, since one person may have said they want to see it in the future, that turns into a lot of people, which then turns into, hey, this is lazy for him. He doesn't have to fucking play anything. He just makes a YouTube playlist, click play, and sit back. He doesn't have to play anything. Most of this day was comments about the marathon. If you guys want to go back and review what the Kiwis were saying as the stream was going on, like I said, it's on page 3,532. But we still got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So let's finish off with the weekend. Friday, September 28th, takes place on page 3,538. Leanna and YouTube are innocents. This is from Snort Brunel's video posted by Agent Smith, just highlighting a couple of the comments. Multi-billion-dollar empires YouTube and Google need to stop what they're doing and listen to the 36-year-old hermit who sits on his love seat all day, from the King of Salt, and Petya Chan, who I've seen in live stream chats. When the cat's away, the roach will play. Just a little meme stuff to start the weekend off with. King Tut showed up to resub with a tier 3 sub. He also asked if he could get a refund on his tier 3 sub, but didn't do anything else as far as I can tell, at least in terms of giving Phil money. So he didn't get refund of his tier 3 sub and then renewed it. Is this guy even human? There's something... Yeah, actually, again, to be honest, I think Tut might actually have been fucking with Phil, especially since he left without doing anything else money-wise. Like reminding Phil that he has money to do shit like get a tier 3 sub, but he's not dropping it on Phil anymore. So, King Tut just shows up for but a moment. A fleeting moment. Just to jab Phil one more time. Twist the dagger a little bit more. Saying, you chased away this money. How long before Phil makes watching his old videos a regular occurrence? This was the comment I was looking for Thursday. So his lazy shut-in ass has to pretend to do even less work. Yeah, let me just grab some videos, throw them together, and I'll stream us watching YouTube. Actually, guys, I'm going to get up and go take a break, but I'll leave the YouTube playlist running, and he'll let that run for 20-30 minutes while he does his break. Oh, that was the fucking with Phil comment. Long rant throwing John Rambo and Howard under the bus. Oh my god, this is long. I can't read all of this. But this is Phil commenting about Project 7 yet again on the King of Hate forums where no one fucking goes anymore except for like 5 fans and 1 detractor. Probably at least Garage Tan to be able to pull this stuff up. Yeah, link is in the description, but I'm not going to read any of this. It's Phil just trying to spin things where Rambo and John is Rambo and Howard were all about the money and didn't want to do the project, and Phil was not about the money, all about trying to get the project done, but Phil was the only one who actually got any fucking money from Project 7. It started in his pockets. And that's Friday. Sorry. There was a shit ton of shit about the fucking 10-year video and King Tut poking his head in, so not a whole lot for me to go off of news-wise. Just a lot of theories. Saturday, September 29th is page 3,541. Guys, in case you didn't know, Saturday is his day off from streaming. Remember that today is my day off from streaming. I'll be back on Sunday. But in the meantime, enjoy getting caught up on everything from the last week. Yeah, you have 1 day to get caught up on the past 6 days of Phil content, in case you missed it, including his 10th anniversary retrospective special, which is at least 10 hours. So if you want to get caught up on Phil stuff, you're going to need more than 24 hours. I guarantee it. He changed the thumbnail for the Project 7 part of his 10 years retrospective, which he didn't leave as one clip, I just realized. He put this, there's the pre-stream for it, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 5? Where's part 4 and part 5 got uploaded in out of order. And this one was 9 minutes. And then Project 7, he changes it from the default thumbnail to Howard and John Rambo from Warwick 89. So obviously still monetizing off of his 2 old friends by changing the thumbnail to include them. What a scumbag. Also, to get even scummier, from Warwick 89 again. This is his Sagat video, 3.5 hours. There's 20 ad breaks in here. 20 ads! And he thinks his fans are going to sit here and watch the 4 hours plus all the ads so he can get maximum profits? No, definitely not happening. And that's Saturday. Sunday, again, Saturday's day off, not a whole lot happens. Sunday the 30th, 3,544. It's Broketober, guys, from Nothing I Can Do. Welcome to Broketober and hardcore begging season. Had a great day off today. Just in case you didn't know, Saturday was his day off. Got a ton of stuff done and had fun, and now ready for a crazy week ahead. Tomb Raider concludes tomorrow, which is Sunday today, and I'll be playing no less than 3 new games this week. Broketober is about to be in full effect. I prefer Begtober. Only games I'm getting this year, I don't care what this guy's saying, and the begging season begins. Hardcore begging season. So he posts a picture of his wallet with the John. The thing is, I think like the last 3 games that he's streamed, he's gotten gifted. I mean, I know Shadow of Tomb Raider was gifted. He got 2 copies accidentally, so he gave away the other copy instead of refunding it. And Spider-Man was gifted. Madden was gifted. So if he gets gifted Forza and Fist of the North Star and these other games coming up, like, how is this Broketober for him? If he's not spending any money buying games and instead buying bladeless fans, how is this Broketober? Oh, just in case you guys didn't know, he bought a bladeless fan. I'll get to that in a couple links. Surly Muppet and Piece of Shit pointed out that on Sunday, his snorts were out of control. It might be interesting to go back and try to do another gout sounds video and just doing it just for Sunday's pre-stream. From Nothing I Can Do. Well, he could not finish the side content despite strong hand-holding of the chat, especially Wagons. So he said the game is too easy but repetitive, so he rage deleted it with a top tier of 200 bits and a single dollar. Slow stream, huh? Wagons in chat kept reminding him that they told him to play on hard difficulty. That's why we said play on hard. Someone else's emote. Deletion 9.0 by AGN. So yeah, clearly this game was so easy he had to rage quit it. And now he's asking if they want to see 5 or Third Strike. Despite hand holding, he's incredibly bad at his games. Yeah, new bladeless fan from King Jad VCMP. Surprised nobody in his chat asked him to say what the fan is, citing something like they're looking for a silent fan themselves. Phil won't reveal this for what he'll claim is detractors using this information against him, which is nonsense, as how could that possibly be a weapon for detractors? He knows that him revealing his actual spending habits while doing his usual begging while saying all his money goes towards bills would look shadier than usual. From Goutside Phil. Supposedly ordered his bladeless fan from Amazon, assuming it's a Dyson. Bladeless is what they're known for, and he has Dyson vacuums already. Here's the cheapest Dyson fan on Amazon, $245. If this theory is correct. Amazing. And we're heading into fall into winter, so it's going to start cooling off. So he couldn't sweat out one more week or not turn on air conditioning. He's going to buy a nearly $300 fan. I found this post from Surly Muppet to be interesting. So he took 15 to 20 minutes break after resuming with some hot Street Fighter. He completely cut the stream during his break. Now, while his remixes are obnoxious, it's smarter to keep the stream running as you're more likely to retain viewers if the stream stays up. I don't know how he doesn't know this. Yeah, when you kill the stream, not everyone knows if you're going to come right back up or not. So they're going to go do other things, or they might think the stream's over. So he goes with Street Fighter, and when he goes live, he scolds chat for asking for Soul Calibur 6, Soul Calibur Beta, Soul Calibur 6. 2 people asked? Refusing to explain for the 6 millionth time why you won't play it because nobody fucking listens. You can't talk to your audience like that. Some of them come and go. Also, your reason makes no sense and is shit. Basically, the reason is there's no training mode, so he doesn't want to play and get beat. How the fuck are you going to play any competitive game if your biggest fear is getting beat? Like, I would just not play Hearthstone. I would play every single PvE game under the sun. I would play Dark Souls in offline mode if I didn't want any adversarial interaction with anyone else in the goddamn world. I mean, what the hell is wrong with him to think that that's how this is going to work? And the thing is, it's a beta. And this is just the beta to test the servers, just to test server capacity. Nothing to do with balance, nothing to do with ranking, nothing like that. Phil abusing Blacklist like low tier god. His reason for not playing Soul Calibur 6 is it doesn't have a practice mode. A few people in Phil's chat are speculating that Tut being modded by low tier god may have been evidence of L tier god allowing people to buy mod ships, and it got him banned. I wonder... Interesting theory. If this is against Twitch terms of service, how is Phil's biggest donators not getting Phil banned? Like, you give Phil $500. Like, look at Swaggins. Shows up, gives him a shit ton of money, and then all of a sudden is a mod. King Tut was probably weeks. Maybe that was King Tut's goal all along, was to spend a shit ton of money on Phil, get modded, and then get Phil taken down. And Phil didn't do it for whatever reason. Tut goes to low tier god, and it's like, well, if I can't get this lol cow, I get the other lol cow. He refused the rematch against a jury with a shit connection, who may have also just been a smurf, just like the Chun-Li. He runs when he encounters an opponent with some skill, goes to the blacklist. He got her again and blacklisted her after one match. This is now a recurring thing. Said her connection was unstable. It wasn't. She was just good. I think there's another one here. DSP abusing the blacklist. I will never understand how can a game like this have blacklist system like low tier god. From piece of shit. Speculation on new Bladeless fan from Commander King. They're not silent because you can't hear it. There were a couple other posts that posted about it being audible on his microphone. Commander King says he bought a heavy duty tower version back in the summer when his air conditioning went out. They're nice fans, worth the money. Not the desk fan, though. My money is that Phil bought the big tower model. It's loud, and that's what you're hearing. Interesting theory. Again, we don't know which one. We have, from actually, a Twitter post. I am completely undecided and on the fence about playing either Fist of the North Star or Forza Horizon 4 this week. I can only afford one. I just bought a Dyson bladeless desk fan or heavy duty fan. I can't afford video games coming out next week. Really, dude? Come on, person who promised to pay for Forza. I'm totes broke, you guys, so I can only choose one unless someone pays up. Anything for this, right? Unbelievable begging to get the game when he just bought a fucking desk fan. When he's too lazy, too cheap to turn on his air conditioning, he's going to buy a $300 thing. It's hopefully the floor fan, so it actually like circulates some air, because he has no fucking desk space left in that room. Unbelievable. This was just a funny post. Schrodinger's cat proves she is both still with Phil and out of the picture completely with Tyrone at the same time, because there was a lot of speculation about Cat being in the picture, out of the picture, out the door, 1 foot out the door, who knows. And then we're going to end with Actually's month-end roundup. The interesting thing here is he's still rolled in anywhere from $9,000 to $10,000 with Twitch down by $1,500. His YouTube is up. Oh, this is his total takedown is down by $1,500, $2,000. This is a huge list because it's all the subs. I didn't hit this with an informative. I'm an asshole. And that's Rocky shaking off the end of September. But again, I can't break this whole thing down, but I have to. I love showing these posts from Actually, because he does a shit ton of work doing this stuff up. Secret Life of DSP was showing me how, not showing me, but telling me how Eddie B and Actually do these number crunching kind of things, and it's not completely bot automated. There is some bots involved with it, but you still have to tally by hand. It's very crazy what these guys do. Crazy in a good way. I'm not saying crazy as in their brains are unhinged. Maybe a little bit. But the information is incredibly important for us to know that Phil cannot survive, apparently, with this much money a month. He needs your help so he can get a little bit more. Anyways, that does it for the week of September 24th. Hope you guys had a good week, and I hope to see you guys in the next video or stream. Take it easy.